What looked like a straightforward agreement has taken an unexpected turn, leaving Liverpool caught up in a situation few saw coming. With a deal already in place and expectations firmly set, a sudden twist has now raised fresh questions about what really lies ahead. As tensions grow behind the scenes, this developing story could have major consequences for all involved. Let's break this down in today's video, along with all the other Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. But first, almost a year and a half after completing his move to Liverpool from Chelsea, a tribunal has finally determined the fee to be paid for Rio Ngumoha's transfer. Due to the terms of Ngumoha's switch to Merseyside, having been too young to agree a professional contract at Chelsea first, the process involved a compensation package. With Liverpool and Chelsea unable to agree on a fee or the structure of any deal, the decision was made via Tribunal and, according to The Athletic's David Ornstein, could see Ngumoha's transfer fee rise to £6.8 million. Liverpool will pay an initial £2.8 million with a further £4 million in various add-ons including senior appearances, new contracts and international honours. Significantly, the non-negotiable terms include a 20% sell-on clause, which will entitle Chelsea to a fifth of any profit if Ngumoha is sold in the future. That would mean Liverpool paying the London club a further £18.64 million if he was sold for £100 million in the future. A value those within the club would project the 17-year-old to reach if he fulfills his vast potential. A potential £6.8 million fee is believed to be the second highest set by a tribunal in English football history, with Liverpool also paying the record to sign Danny Ings from Burnley in 2016, £8 million. Ngumoha joined Liverpool's academy in September 2024, making swift progress from the under-18s to the under-21s before a breakthrough into the first-team squad. He has now made 14 appearances for Arne Slot's side, including 4 starts, and became the club's youngest ever goalscorer when he netted his dramatic winner in the 3-2 victory over Newcastle in August. A first professional contract was agreed in advance and announced soon after he turned 17, and he has remained a staple in the senior squad. If a player under the age of 24 moves on a free transfer between clubs in the English FA, training compensation is required to acknowledge a club's investment in terms of his development. In the event the two clubs involved cannot agree a set fee, the process will be settled by a tribunal, with a panel considering a variety of factors, including the scale of interest in the player before his move. Man United were among those who had hoped to land a deal for Ngumoha, while Chelsea made several attempts to convince the teenager his future was best served at Stamford Bridge. Now Harvey Elliott's move to Aston Villa was supposed to represent the next step in a promising career. Instead, it has become one of the most awkward and frustrating loan spells of the season, exposing the uncomfortable intersection between footballing ambition and financial reality. After making just 2 Premier League starts under Arne Slot last season, Elliott opted to leave Liverpool in search of regular minutes. At 22, he remains a player with immense technical quality and long-term potential, but opportunities at Anfield had become increasingly limited. A loan move to Aston Villa for the 2025/26 campaign appeared to offer the ideal solution. Liverpool and Villa reached an agreement that included a clear pathway to a permanent transfer. If Elliott made 10 appearances in all competitions, Villa would be obligated to sign him for £35 million. On paper, it looked like a win-win situation. Villa would get a proven Premier League talent, while Liverpool would secure a strong fee for a player struggling for consistent game time. In reality, the arrangement has backfired. Elliott has made just 7 appearances all season, with Villa seemingly reluctant to push him towards triggering the clause.
The underlying issue is simple: the Birmingham club no longer appear willing or able to commit to the £35 million outlay. As a result, the midfielder has found himself stuck in limbo, fit and available, yet rarely trusted with meaningful minutes. Unai Emery has now openly admitted that the situation is harming the player's development. Speaking to media, he revealed that talks about removing the clause have been ongoing for months. "We started speaking about it 3 months ago," Emery said. "It will be fair for him because he's a calm guy, good guy, and he's a fantastic professional. His qualities are there. Of course he must play, and I know we are damaging him because we got a deal with Liverpool in the summer and the deal is there." It is a striking admission from a manager renowned for his attention to detail. Emery has effectively conceded that Elliott's lack of involvement is driven more by contractual concerns than sporting ones. The clause, designed to protect Liverpool's financial interests, has instead created a barrier to the player's progress. Emery insists that he wants to play Elliott more regularly, but only if the obligation is removed. It can change for him in case Liverpool take off this clause, he added. If they don't want to, okay. From Liverpool's perspective, the stance is understandable. They negotiated a deal in good faith and secured what they believe to be fair market value for a talented homegrown player. Renegotiating now would weaken their position and set an unwanted precedent. However, there is also an argument that Liverpool have a duty of care to a player who remains under contract. Allowing Elliott to stagnate on the bench does little for his development or his future value. Villa, meanwhile, cannot escape responsibility. They accepted the terms of the agreement fully aware of the financial implications. If they were unsure about meeting the obligation, the deal should never have been signed. Emery's attempts to shift part of the blame towards Liverpool will not sit comfortably at Anfield. "We have been fair," Emery claimed. "There are two ways. One way is sport, the second is business." Yet the reality suggests business has taken priority. Elliott has reportedly been kept informed throughout the process, with Emery telling him, "You are deserving to play. We need your qualities." But those assurances have rarely translated into action. The midfielder had hoped for a January return to Liverpool, but FIFA regulations blocked any move to another European club. Having already featured briefly for the Reds and then for Villa, he was ineligible to switch again. That left him stranded, forced to wait for a resolution that never came. Interest from MLS side Charlotte FC was also dismissed, as Elliott remained focused on his European career. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. We post all the latest Liverpool news every day, so join our fast-growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.